right? That came with his glove because he's a 3-year-old.
Yeah,
You gotta really want to throw the hard one. I'm like, dude,
you gotta get a pitching machine and just fucking aim that shit at the ground and just like doing ground ball practice. That's how they'll.
Okay.
He will learn to throw a ball, but then overcome. He's the scariest practice ever. I'm like, all right, second base practice. Just fucking like light.
Hello? This is not the right mic. What is going on here? Properties? It is the right. What the hell's going on? Wait, what? Go to my settings. I must be blowing out the mic. What happened? Where is it? Sound. There we go. Down there. And I think we should be okay. Yeah? We're all right now? Yeah? I don't know. I think this is okay now, roughly. Hello? Let me go. Let me unmute this. Sounds all right. Let's go to where it started. Let's see how bad it was. Oh my god. Echo. How does that happen? That's what I want to know. How does it happen? Stupid, stupid, stupid. Maybe I'll increase it a little bit more. See how that goes. It seems... Just how? How does this happen? Alright, that seems good. Mute this now. Jiminy Christmas. Did Windows update and I just didn't see it? What? That's what I want to know. Can I check? Actually, no. Maybe? No, that was a while ago, though. It was definitely not between last night and tonight. Yesterday's stream was fine, right? Now I want to see what that sounded like. No, the people would have been telling me if my microphone... Whatever. Hey. Hey. Hi. How do I start this again? Oh, yeah. Hello, and welcome to another stream with me, Marcus Nez. Hi, how's everyone doing? Hopefully well. I am here with Contra Rogue Corpse. I couldn't think of anything to play, and I was going back and forth between a lot of games, and I was thinking, okay, I'll play something that's short that will probably take tonight and tomorrow, and then I can do something else shorty for next week before Mario Kart World gets here. But nothing is really speaking to me, so what exactly am I gonna do? How am I gonna work this out? What am I gonna play? And then I don't know how I ended up in Contra Rogue Corpse. But I looked at it and saw that it was in the rough area I want for length, and then that's how we got here, and here we are. So I know this game's not supposed to be good, but maybe it'll be good enough. Either way, this is what we're doing. this is what we settled on. So, do I want to lower the volume a little bit? Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. It's good. It's just as long as I don't scream. Or if I scream, I back my head away. Yeah. Off to a great start. I got a delivery from Amazon. What got delivered today? Just got an email. Wasn't it? No, not that. Delivered. What was it? Don't show me just all my orders. Track the package. The actual package. Oh, yeah, that Looney Tunes thing. Forgot about that. The Day the Earth Blew Up. A Looney Tunes movie. Cool. All right. Let us start Contra Rogue Corps already. I know everyone's excited about this one.
Seven years ago, Earth was invaded by an extraterrestrial threat, beginning the Alien Wars. Millions died on the first day. Those were the lucky ones. But there's one thing you can say about us humans. When we have something to fight for, we fight. Day after day, inch after inch, for 3 years. Till the government's vortex cannon wiped those bastards out. It looked like our troubles were over until an entire city popped out of the ground. We called it the Damned City. Maybe a little on the nose, but what else would you call a metropolis that looked like it was shot out of Lucifer's asshole? The government sent a survey team in, and they found all sorts of strange artifacts and tech, super powerful and super valuable. And the source of all this cool stuff was this weird gate in the center of the city. Unfortunately, uncool stuff came through the gate too. Really uncool stuff. Hordes of fucked up fiends attacked and killed anything with a pulse. And that wasn't the worst thing. At least we could fight back against the fiends. But how do you fight against the city itself? Just being inside the damned city causes psychic damage, deep frying your brain extra crispy. It was incurable, if not fatal. With a few exceptions. I'm talking about the Makers, mercs, scrappers, and bounty hunters naturally immune to the city's effects. Those tough or crazy enough to hunt in the city for treasures and a paycheck. It just so happens I'm one of them. The youngest Jaeger, but the baddest. And right now, I'm in the damned city to drop off cargo. Dangerous cargo.
Yeah, the landing was fine, but my gun's not.
Maybe your weapon control system's down. Just wait for it to restart. We're on the clock, so check your equipment on the move.
How do I... Can I not pause the game and turn off subtitles? Not yet, I guess.
Your weapon control restarted. Try shooting something. See the gauge on your display? That's the thermal gauge for your weapon. Watch it closely. When it's full, your weapon overheats, and you won't be able to fire for a while.
My thought I stopped just in time. Apparently not. Let's see. A. That looks ridiculous. Go to my Metroid. X switches guns. Up bumper is another input for jump. There's no kind of dodge roll out of the way. Fix camera.
Captain, the path's blocked. Which way should I go?
There's a way on the other side of that wall. Jump over it. I pinged some enemies. Stay alert.
Wait, am I trapped?
It's okay. To open the gate, you just need to...
Frag all the fiends.
Bingo! Get a move on. Another gate! And a moving turret. Just fix your aim direction and shoot as you move. It's open. Let's keep going.
Damn, fiends everywhere.
Keep an eye on your shield. There's the enemy stronghold. These things are everywhere in the damn city. I see no bad guys. Keep moving. The gate's locked? I don't have the codes.
I'll just shoot down this fucker.
Great traps. Dodge to get past the flames. While you're dodging, you won't take any damage. And you can smack your enemies, so use it well. I see a shit ton of enemies. Do you see anything you can use on them?
How about this drum barrel?
Let's keep going. Try using your skill, Kaiser.
You know it.
Seals are totally badass, but they have a long cooldown time.
Who's this glowing gold shithead?
Kaiser, first stun him with a dodge, and then get in his face. That gold enemy has shield energy. So enjoy
Really?
chopping him up. Way to go! You took him apart. This base is
we getting any closer to that illegal organ bank?
You mean the chop shop? Yeah, we are. The rest of the team should already be there. You need to move your ass, Kaiser. Oh, you found a bomb. That'll do some serious damage to whatever you chuck it at. Here's a chance to use your bomb. Bombs away. This is lucky. Fine. Watch your step. Take all those bastards out. The homing gun is perfect for enemies in high places. Switch your guns. Let's keep going. Meet some enemies. Stay alert. Bullets won't do shit against heavily armored foes. Got any ideas?
How about this heavy-duty shredder here?
Perfect. Stun that asshole with your dodge before you approach him. Pick him up and throw his ass. And watch that shredder chew him into scrap.
Okay, that's done. Chop Shop's up ahead, right?
Yes, and Kaiser. Don't forget.
Our priority is to save the hostage, so try not to kill him like our last mission. Yeah, 10-4 and all that. You maggots start the party without me? Roadcore, you know the drill.
This is Kaiser. He led an elite team of Contras during the war. Now, he leads us. See that drill he's got instead of a hand? He's real proud of it.
You're late, Kaiser.
And you're a fucking dick, Harakiri! Leave that drill bitch alone!
Your input was not requested, but here's mine.
This is Miss Harakiri and her alien gut bucket. They survived by merging together during the alien wars. That sword plunged into his mouth is the only thing keeping that asshole from possessing her body. But when she does pull it out, her power scale goes through the roof.
Oh, dash it all! You soiled my armor!
This is the gentleman. He was used in an experimental program during the alien wars, but he somehow stayed the sweetest bug you'll ever meet. He'll blow your brains halfway across the room, but in the politest way possible. Hungry beast! I love him so much. HB is actually a cyborg with a human brain, a scientist brain, but he still eats, drinks, and does his, nature business like a real panda. Isn't that awesome? And then there's me, Lily. But you can
Dong. How you doing, Jedi? How's your day
stop
been?
the alien invasion, but left me the flying gene. I've been piloting with the best ever since. And this here ship's my baby, the guillotine. No one can handle her like me.
Heads up!
translate. My dear friend is asking if you are the scion of the owner of this delightful chop shop. Comrades, we have procured our target.
Well done, rogues. Our first score in weeks.
This should please Lily. She mentioned our fun.
I feel the same.
Not after this.
I am so ready for the weekend to be here. But we still have another day to
That's
go.
fucked up.
Well, guys, where's the hostage? Maybe they'll pay us half our fee?
Alright, I will be back in a second. I forgot to fill up my water bottle before this whole thing started. Also, I don't know why, again, you weren't here, but when I first started, the audio was ridiculous. And for some reason, the levels on my mic were reset back to max, and it was awful. I'm back. Prepare for combat by customizing equipment in the base camp. I got missions here. Combat other players here. Change enhanced weapons here. Change it. I also decided to turn off HDR because that definitely affects the stream visual quality, and also it just seems like too much of a mixed bag overall. Where some games do it well, some games don't. And I feel like the majority don't. There are those games where it works very well. I don't have any money or any whatnot to upgrade stuff anyway now. I don't really understand that. Guess that's what it is. I can equip a certain number, but have 34 cost to work with. What's your main weapon? You got machine gun as well? Shotgun. I can't afford anything anyway, so what's the point? PvP. There's PvP in this? What the fuck? Basic rules. Shoot at and roll spirit balls on the field and send them into the opponent's goal to earn points. It's Rocket League? What? The amount of points earned depends on the size of the spirit ball shot into the goal. The bigger the size, the more points you earn. We're going to be destroyed. Look out for the flippers that flick away spirit balls. The Rage mode is a competitive mode where players compete. The scores earned by defeating other players and friends. Okay. It's a twin stick shooter for the main game, the campaign, but I guess there's also this online component. Which I'm sure nobody's playing. I kind of want to play as the panda. HB. I don't know if I love having that giant thing on my back though. That's kind of distracting. Surgery room. Enhance your character by replacing their body parts in the surgery room. Okay. All this stuff is stuff I can't even engage with just currently because no money again. There's various missions from the VTOL, aka the guillotine. It is a Contra, but it's a twin stick shooter Contra. Story mode is the main mode in which you are tasked to complete missions. You can play solo offline or play with others online in the story mode. Access the story mode via VTOL. Exploration missions differ from main missions where its objectives are to collect items, defeat enemies, and reach the treasure waiting for you. You know what this sounds a lot like? The mission composition changes every attempt with strong enemies and items you further progress. And if all players defeated. This is sounding a lot like, and it's just coincidental that that episode of Attack the Backlog went up yesterday. This is sounding a lot like Mercenary Kings. You got your main kind of missions that are progressing the story, but then there are also these things where it's just, hey, go collect something, go kill these things. That's the thing. I am sure.
I'm picking up enemies in the old city. Better go check it out.
It's also a Contra with difficulty options, which may be a first. I'm not sure. I'm not actually sure about that.
valuable data. Grab up as many as you can. They're unstable, just like this city. Hurry up and snag them before they disappear.
I wish there was an overheat bar below your health or something right on top of your character, so I didn't have to look in my periph at the bottom of the screen in order to check my heat gauge. I don't want that. Don't obscure my screen. What does this thing do again? Okay, that's what that does. A little special ability.
Hey, that fucker has something cool. Smash and grab time.
Okay. The hell does damn spirit mean? Where's the... Is it in the profile or is it over here? Where do I change my character? In surgery room. Was it actually in the mission select screen? I think so. Oh, here it is. Character. Is there a difference? Because he feels slower. He just feels slower to me. What are you? You feel fast. A little alien rat thing. At 500 gold. What is... You have a laser gun and a fire gun. What's that like? I hate it. Definitely not playing as you. Oh, new weapons, upgraded weapons you own in your workshop. Da-da-da. Nowhere near the. That's gonna take a while. No bad. I don't know if I want that. We'll leave that at that. As it is right now. Wait, in my inventory, can I sell stuff? Yeah. That's how you make the money. What can I buy? What the hell's damaged big mouth? Sure. How do I purchase it? Oh, okay, X. What the fuck is this shit? I thought it was just gonna be attached or not. Body parts can be equipped in the surgery room. Depending on the level of the body parts equipped, it will change the damage inflicted on enemies from character. Higher levels can be formed by selecting one of 3 doctors. Higher fees. Experienced doctors can be hired who can change or increase. Without surgery fee, no changes. May increase the effective body part being equipped, but will also decrease when a surgery has failed. I'm not paying for. I don't know if you linked it just because it was another game closure or not, but I only realized today that that Black Panther game was from the makeshift studio formed by a lot of former Monolith developers, which now bums me out. I didn't really care about a Black Panther game, but knowing it was from the people who made the Mordor games and whatnot, I am exceptionally bummed out now. Now both Monolith proper is gone and the studio that a lot of the former people that worked there created. It seems like that's happened a lot at EA. It really does feel like EA is going to become nothing more than Respawn and I guess Battlefield as well, if this new one succeeds. If Battlefield, whatever it's called, does not succeed, I feel like that's the end for Battlefield. But it's feeling very much like it's Respawn and then the sports games. And I still have doubts that Skate is actually going to happen. Because I feel like any goodwill the existence of a new Skate game had is long gone at this point. Especially when we have Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2 and now 3+4 coming out shortly. People have their skateboarding fix. Same. I can't get excited about the existence of a game, even if it is from people I love. Even if I knew Remedy was making a new game and we had the title or we knew something about it, I'm not excited until I see what the actual game looks like, because without that, what do we have? Nothing. It's like with Kojima and what the hell is it? Piston is his Metal Gear like that he's making with Sony, right? And then OD, that's what it is. I want to be excited about a new game from Kojima, but what the fuck is it? We still don't know. Because if it's just people talking to me, fucking, and that's it. You just see their stupid face saying weird shit, enunciating clearly, then I don't care. Show me what the actual game is. This feels like the least Contra game I've ever played. Why is this a Contra game? I mean, I know why. Obviously, you're trying to milk the IP. Oh, wrong button. Waste of a... I stand by Returnal being the best Contra game that wasn't a Contra game. If it was structured like a Contra game, it would be one of the greatest games of all time.
There's a spot you can climb. Watch your step.
saw a tweet that their focus is like Apex, Battlefield, Skate, Sports, and finishing up the third Jedi Survivor game. That sounds about right. So it feels like Apex is continuing to be on the downtrend. And like I said, I think this is the last hurrah for Battlefield if it fails. And I feel like Skate is going to be one of those releases in beta and then it just never really it just kind of gets shut down way sooner than anyone would have expected. And I guess they also have their occasional partnerships. They still are the publisher of Hazelight's games, I think, right? Split Fiction. So they have that as well. But I feel like that's all they have because they don't have any of their internal or other indie partnerships like with the Unravel series. I don't think they have any more of those things going on. They feel extra. Focus, I don't know how to put it. I guess they also have, well, what is Codemasters doing now? Because they're not doing they no longer have WRC, that license. So what exactly are they doing? Dirt's dead. Are they going to bring back Dirt? They have Criterion still, I guess, but what? Are we going to get a new Need for Speed? We're not getting new Burnout, that's for sure. We should, but fucking... What I think they should do, want to continue down the sports train, bring back EA Big. Bring back NBA Street, NFL Street, SSX. I would be very down because we haven't had any good ones for a while, or even any kind for a while. We had the NBA 2K Playgrounds. What the fuck gun do I have? What is this? I don't like this thing. Whatever this gun is, I don't like it. I want to kill this dude. Bring back some extreme sports titles. And I was using my special ability. And it turned out to be a horrible decision. Cost me over half my health. Seems like you take more damage from the backside. Oh shit, I didn't see that fucking turnaround. You. They're closed. What's closed? Criterion's closed. Codemasters is closing. Who's closing? Nintendo Live said they may be closing for good, but just saw an update. I haven't heard anything about either of those. Codemasters? What the fuck? That's such a bummer. I feel like EA has acquired racing game studios that are very good only to fucking flush them down the drain. You look at Criterion with Burnout and Codemaster with the Dirt series. What a waste. The hell's that in? One shot, one kill. There are outfit things. How do you do that, though? How do I change it in the workshop? No, this is all that. I don't know then. Can I see how many are total on her? No.
We got enemies at the old army camp.
Criterion is just a support studio at this point, right? Well, I guess they are the main studio that did Need for Speed Unbound. But I think they also support with stuff like Battlefield. What are you worrying me about? Oh no. Are you a Contra fan, Jedi? Is something over here? Never good at it. Yeah, a lot of support for like it showed them working on something at E3 a few years ago, but nothing came of it. I also kind of feel like if they were to bring back Burnout, they would try to do what they're doing with Skate. Make it some free-to-play weirdo thing. You know what else this kind of reminds me of? And this is obviously a not clone endorsement. Remember that G.I. Joe game I played? I think it was maybe called Rise of the Cobra, which I guess would mean it was based off of the first movie. So I don't know if that was actually called that.
Drilling and killing.
I did recently rewatch the second G.I. Joe movie, which I stand by being a pretty solid time for what it is. We haven't heard anything on the Transformers, or G.I. Joe front. I do wonder if that is actually going to happen or not. The crossover they teased at the end of Beast Wars. I also saw or heard recently that Michael Bay is making a movie based on some meme video series, Skibbity Toilet or some shit. I never heard of Skibbity Toilet until now either, so I have no idea what any of it is. It sounds awful. It sounds like an awful idea for anything. It sounds like the kind of thing that Michael Bay would decide to make a movie about, but what the fuck is Skibbity Toilet? And why make that and not something else? Oh shit. Is the actual right way to go? It also just feels like not a waste of what... I mean, maybe Skibbity Toilet is a super action-packed meme thing that I don't understand, but it seems like a waste of what Michael Bay is good at. Skibbity Toilet sounds like something that fucking Seth Rogen would make a movie about. Not Michael Bay. Skibbity Toilet, Skibbity Bathtub. My, oh my, there's a lot of shit in my bathroom. I wonder what's going on with that live action Ninja Turtles thing as well. I don't remember who's making that one. I also recently rewatched the Power Rangers movie, and I continue to be bummed that that movie didn't do well enough to warrant a sequel, because I really like that movie. I think there's so much good in it. I really, really like it.
I am those ugly ass spawn eggs.
I think Elizabeth Banks is miscast as Rita Repulsa, but other than that, pretty much like everything else about it. It is a cool concept for Rita Repulsa. A bit of a change in that she is of the original Power Rangers who were on their original planet, and then they came to Earth, blah, 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 blah. She is the fallen green soldier of that original team. Which is cool. Cool idea. Elizabeth Banks just doesn't work for me, at least, as this menacing villain. She just doesn't have it in her. I don't think she would ever do it, but I feel like, what's her name? Rosamund Pike? Yes, is that who I'm thinking of? From Gone Girl and plenty of other stuff. Or am I confusing her name with... Nah, I'm just confusing myself in general. Former Bond girl, was she? I don't know. I can't remember if she was. I'm confusing myself and thinking that maybe I'm accidentally saying the name of the actress from Neighbors and also X-Men First Class. I like her as well, but that's not the one I want. I'm talking about the one from Gone Girl. Blonde, not brunette. Okay, Rose Byrne. Yeah, Rose Byrne is the brunette. So then Rosamund Pike is the correct one. Was she a Bond girl? I just don't remember it. I don't have the best memory of Bond girls, admittedly. Unless they stood out as very weird, like Denise Richards as not a Bond girl, I guess, but a scientist. They love making Denise Richards into a smarty pants in movies. Little Miss Smarty Pantsin. Starship Troopers as well. I think part of what really hurts this game as well, in addition to just being super bland, but in it being in this 3D space, the the creative level design is lost because it's just these bland, nothing things where I don't know. Rosamund Pike was in Gone Girl and Die Another Day. I think I first saw her in the movie Fracture. Anthony Hopkins, Ryan Gosling. Anthony Hopkins kills his wife. And it's, is this the perfect murder? And then Ryan Gosling is trying to catch him as a lawyer. And I believe Rosamund Pike is a fellow lawyer or something along those lines. She's also in Hostiles. Western I'm not overly fond of. She's in a movie with David Tennant called What We Did on Our Holiday, which I wish I liked more. I really like Rosamund Pike. I think she's a very good actress. I also really like Rose Byrne. A movie you might like? A bit of a rom-com, maybe slight dramedy. It's, oh, what is it called? It's Rose Byrne and Ethan Hawke. Ethan Hawke is a washed up, faded rock star. And Rose Byrne's her ex-boyfriend, Chris O'Dowd, was a mega fan. And she leaves a comment. He releases, or someone releases an old demo of one of his songs. And he talks about how great it is. And then she leaves a comment on how it sucks. And then Ethan Hawke says, yeah, oh, yeah, I agree, or blah, blah, blah. They just form a relationship. It's nice. It's a nice movie. I can't remember. I think it begins with a J. And I believe it's based on a book. And maybe directed by the guy who directed High Fidelity and whatnot. I keep wanting to say, just go with it. It was a Adam Sandler thing with Jennifer Aniston. That is not it. Just Kidding is probably another movie that is definitely not it. Juliet Naked, that is it, yes. No wonder I didn't remember it. It's not the most evocative title of what it actually is about. Oh no, it's gonna explode. That might be the name of the song. I don't even know what it's referencing. I can't remember. And you know Rose Byrne first and foremost from her role in the prequels, right? Was she the second double for Natalie Portman, or a senator's assistant or something? She was in it though. I remember seeing her and thinking, oh wow, look, she's got a non-speaking role. It's funny watching those movies and seeing people you recognize now as nothing characters.
Mission complete. Head back home.
Use Dorme and Attack of the Clones. I think the actual movie that most people first noticed her in was probably Bridesmaids. I believe she was in that. I don't like that movie. People love Bridesmaids. I like the side romance story between what the hell's that name's that actress's name? Kristen. All I can think is Kristen Bell, Kristen Stewart, both wrong. But with her and Chris O'Dowd, which is where I first saw Chris O'Dowd and said, "Oh my God, this guy's so charming. He's so lovely. I like Chris O'Dowd." Kristen Wiig, yeah. Is there any kind of... Oh, I can select multiple ones. And then sell all of them. But there has to be a faster way to do this. Why do you have to go through this stupid fucking... We don't need to waste our time with that screen. For fuck's sake. I don't understand why people feel the need to leave comments like that. One person left, which again I deleted because I have nothing against deleting comments if they're just negative for the sake of being negative. There's no constructive feedback. There's nothing there. And I also look at that kind of comment. I think you either barely even listened / watched it, or you watched the whole thing and hated the whole time. And then if I don't like something and I give it a shot, I just move on. I don't feel the need to be like, oh, you should fucking kill yourself and never make anything ever again. What's the fucking point of that? How sad is your life that is something you feel the need to do? I forgot what you are. Throw you into that thing. Well, this is a wave-based thing. Is it? Okay, yeah, it does do that. I want to escape immediately. Where is the escape? It's not like you said anything crazy about Last of Us. No, it didn't. And it seems like a lot of people were down, even if they liked the series or the season. It seems like the popular consensus is the finale was weak and rushed. I didn't like any of the last season, but that definitely seems to be the case. And you even look at the numbers, it did about half of what the first season did, so oh. But you know, fanboys are the people who are gonna come out and comment. That's the issue with a lot of things like this, is that typically people who enjoy something are just gonna enjoy it and move on. Like with Amazon reviews, it's hard to trust any of them because they either feel like paid shills or people who had really rare negative experiences, and you can never go off of them. That's why I always prefer to go off of friends' experiences if they have any with a thing I'm looking for. Oh, do you have experience with this? Do you have any recommendations for this or that? I'd rather go with the opinion of someone I trust and know. It's impossible to know what their issue was because they fucking said nothing. Wait, did I hit level 5 yet with that thing? No, it's not there yet. One more mission and we'll get it to level 5. I wonder if the next areas will have different enemy types, or if it's just going to be the same boring shit the entire time. I hope to God there is some variety. Man, I'm not even paying attention. How was that? Oh, armor? What the fuck? I actually died. Or did I? I'm at 0 health. I don't know what that means. This guy will give me health though, so Have you been watching Witch Watch at all? A lot of health. For what I assume will be the big boss fight.
It's huge. Gotta switch to shooting gallery mode. That's it. Shoot the vehicles. He's down. Yes. There's his weak spot now. Shit, the whole fucking train. Dodge.
Did I not hit the car? What the fuck? comes a car. 2 cars. Only been watching Star Wars when I watch stuff. Just finished Ahsoka earlier today. Nice. What did you think about it upon a rewatch? My first S rank. Better than I remember, but still not great. Balin is great though. Is that the name of the guy Ray Stevenson played? Because I really like him as well, as we already know. And I'm bummed that I forgot that actor passed away. So it's going to suck that when we get more of him, it might not be as good of a performance. And I think we don't get a lot of them, but I think the actor they got for... What the fuck is his name from Rebels? It's escaping me now. But I do think he is a good choice, a good pick for the character. Increasing it to a D+, fire rate goes up decent amount. Yeah. Ezra. Wow, how could I forget that name? I liked him. So I think, to me, Ahsoka season 1, not great. But it leads into what could be a good second season. It sets up what could be a good second season. However, having a new actor play Balin, that could be a big downfall, negative point. I don't know. I'm assuming that you're telling me that upgrading the gun. Wait, no. All it did was add 4 extra. What the fuck? I thought I was gonna get more than just 4 additional things. I heard Baloney talking about it. Isn't the vast majority of it going to be, or it's going to start off with, and maybe half of it's going to be a huge battle, and then some other bullshit. That's expensive. Let's try this, see what the fuck happens. I thought there was gonna be like some kind of quick event, quick time event or something that gives me some control over whether it fucking succeeds or not. It's just a randomness. It's just an RNG thing. That fucking sucks. I'm paying for RNG and I'm paying a lot. Why? I guess you could get a really good roll, assumingly, but fucking fuck off. I don't have any kind of control over it. Why am I paying for it then? Bullshit. This looks very this looks very 360 generation. And how overly sharpened it all feels. The fuck? All I want from Star Wars right now is all of the Clone Wars released on Blu-ray and the Bad Batch. And that's it. The final season of the Clone Wars is so good. Wraps it up and connects it to live action so well. And a really nice box set would be great. I'd also love individual releases or just an individual release for people like you. But here's the question. Even though you have all the other seasons, if the box set was very nice looking, would you still get the box set even though you own the previous seasons? Or would you do a, I'm going to sell my original releases and buy the box set situation? To kind of offset the cost.
the drill.
All the shows would be the ideal, of course. I want that with everything. Because I like owning shit. So not just Star Wars, but MCU as well. I really want She-Hulk. Probably never gonna happen. I'd love the Acolyte. Probably, I don't know. I don't know, man. I hope there's some kind of revisionist shit that happens with the Acolyte, where it becomes this cult series of all the Star Wars series, and a vocal minority starts to come out in support of it instead of the alternative. Can someone drop some health, please? Okay, well, I tried to use my bomb and that didn't work. My first life lost. Still want to buy the Skywalker Saga box set just to have it. Is that the one in the beige colored box? The like Tatooine Sandy box set? Because that's a nice looking one. Man, I fucking hate these special weapons. This fucking special weapon sucks, man. Can I just use it all up already and get it out of my fucking... What a shitty fucking weapon that was. Holy fuck. All it did was give me fucking damage. Oh shit, I just fucking walked. Fuck me. I got distracted with your link. Oh, that one. Yeah, that makes more sense. So that's the full
This fucker is huge.
trilogy of trilogies.
I'm reading a high energy level there.
You know I had to do it. Go ahead. Go ahead. You know the drill.
What? I'll have on my dash there. It didn't work. Fucking, what's with the dash now? Can I change the controls on though? Oh fuck. I remember you. You got the booty. Man, these exploration missions, if this is anything to go by, fucking extra boring. Holy shit. This almost feels like the Musoufication of Contra. Like they just keep spawning. This is so boring. Is this the end of the fucking level? For the love of God, thank you. Jesus Christ. I'm never doing another one of those. Wait, what? Is it gonna be a final boss fight for the love of God, please? Let that be all it is. I'm just curious if they'll just keep respawning in this area. If I never... I can already leave it. Oh my god. What the fuck is this fucking stupid mission? Like, look at this. They just keep coming away. I don't even want to do this. I don't understand. Do you just want me to run through the level? Am I not supposed to just fight these? Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Use the... Oh, I don't have any more of those. Give me the health. You motherfuckers. I honestly have no idea what the point of this mission is anymore. Is it just get as far as you can with your lives? The farther you get, the more kills you get. The fucking... I don't understand. What is going on? What is this? What on earth am I doing? And we just fight the same fucking boss too. They don't even give us a different type of boss when boss fights happen. boss didn't drop any fucking health. Another fucking annoying ass boss fight with the same fucking boss. Okay, this fucking thing needs to get the fuck out of here. What in the fuck is this stupid fucking thing? What the fuck happened to my dash there? All these fucking enemies just get in the way of me being able to shoot the fucking boss, too. It's so unbelievably annoying. I just kill me. Please let me fucking fail this. Holy fucking shit. Fuck me. What a fucking waste of time that was. I don't care if I earn XP. Jesus Christ, that was the most boring fucking tedious piece of shit. Fucking fuck. RIP. This doesn't seem to understand the point of Contra. Contra is not a Dynasty Wars game.
Shit, we cleared this area, but it's full of fiends again.
Contra isn't about
Watch your ass. These fiends are
throwing a lot of enemies at you. It's about creative level design and enemy placement that requires you to be very accurate with your actions and to have fast reflexes, to have good timing. I don't know if you've been following any of the tariff stuff, but I saw that, I guess, in 2 different courts, they shut down his tariff plans, but then another one reinstated it and said these things can still be in effect while further litigation, whatever is going on, so that while we're figuring out, the courts are figuring out what the fuck is going on, what we're gonna do with this shit. These emergency tariff thingamajiggers can still exist. I don't understand what the hell's going on. But I will say this, if the tariff things all go away and it's just back to normal, one, who knows what kind of potential damage this did regardless in people's confidence in America. But also, if the Xbox prices don't go back to where they were, fucking what are you thinking, Microsoft? It'd be funny if the tariffs went away, though, because it would be Microsoft jumping the gun just a wee bit too early. But also, if they don't decrease the prices, they're just insane. Because the Series X, a 2 terabyte Series X, is absolutely not worth $730. And the Series S is definitely not worth $380. 500 gigabyte fucking Series S. That's especially insane. I also think it's funny them talking about refunds too on the tariffs that have already been paid, potentially. If companies get refunds, I highly doubt most, if any, will actually give those refunds back to the consumer. You just go, good. We were able to make more on this. This ended up being a win-win for us. This can't be the real boss fight. Also, I hate this spread gun. Like, what is this? I can't remember. Have you ever met George Lucas at a convention or anything like that? I was thinking about that when we were talking about people we would like to meet in person and who would make us crumble, as Conan put it. And I would assume that if you've not met George Lucas, that would be one such person for you. Into a panel they did. I still... How? How do I still not have any fire rate? Celebration 3 wasn't scheduled, and on Friday there were rumors going around that he was going to do a panel, and people were talking about going to Walmart for sleeping bags. Got up at like 3:30 to wait in line, and we were waiting across the street under a hotel's check-in area. Ended up with a camping chair that someone left. Nice. How long ago was that? What year? Reach the destination. Reach the destination. Memo: this mission is on a large bridge. Don't get surrounded enough, right? 2005, 20 years ago. Nice. How many celebrations have you been to since then? Over the 20 years. I almost played Shadow of the Tomb Raider instead of this. That was one of the last minute considerations. I don't know why that just randomly popped into my head. total of 4 C3, C4, Anaheim, Japan. I was suggesting that, but figured you'd want to play the others first. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I want to replay them or not. I don't really care about the story as much, and I played I've done the second, or not the second, I've done the first game twice already. Because I replayed that when it was re-released on Xbox One. I would have figured you were at more celebrations. But I guess a lot of it comes down to traveling expense too, because it's always in a different place, and it could also be in, I don't know how many times it's international, where it's in Paris, and then it's in Rome, and then it's here and there, and blah, blah, blah. It is cool, though, that you were able to make it to Japan this year, to both visit Japan for the first time, which is an awesome country I'd love to visit and never will. And then you also get to see that race, and then also celebration there. You can tell I'm tired and done playing this game for the night because I'm taking way more damage right now off of base ass enemies. Jesus Christ. That dude was right. I should just stop talking because I can't speak. I should never speak again. Is Celebration like just a regular convention, like a PAX or whatnot, or a Comic-Con, but just specifically for Star Wars? I feel like it's slightly different, but I also just realized I don't actually know. I don't know if I'll ever go to another convention But what I would actually like to do when I see them pop up, even for things that I'm not that familiar with, I would love to go to, I was going to say more, but I've never been to one, but I wish I was able to attend that Sonic Orchestra thing they did. And if they did something like that for Star Wars, which they've probably already done in the past, but if they did again and they had a show or a few nights in Chicago, I'd try and go to that. I'd love to hear Duel of the Fates in a theater.
I pinged some enemies. Stay alert.
Wrong button. I hit the fucking wrong button again. Didn't Empire Strikes Back at the Symphony past weekend and I forgot to buy tickets? That sucks. But I just realized, is he fucking cross-eyed? What the fuck did I just... The fuck? He looked cross-eyed right there. I did the Xbox also full library randomized, just pick something for me. And one of the games that popped up was fucking Star Wars The Force Unleashed. Wants me to replay that already.
Target confirmed. Switching to shooting gallery mode.
Man, I was trying to scratch my face. You couldn't just not shoot at me while I was doing that.
Okay, let's go.
I did also consider, because it's in my list. The main issue is that I kind of just didn't want anything that I don't want to think. And racing games are good for that, but I don't want to play a racing game right before I'm about to play another racing game. But I just wanted something that didn't have any kind of story that I'd really have to care about. Even in a very slight degree. I almost did SpongeBob Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, whatever the fuck it's called. I was going to do Hat in Time, but I don't own the DLC. And I didn't feel like buying it, even though I know it'll never go on sale. So if I want the DLC, I'll have to just pay regular price, which isn't bad. It's 2 DLC packs for $5 a piece. That game is so old. I'm sure it's never even thought about on Xbox, and probably brings in $100 worth of fucking income a year for that studio at this point. They really love reusing this fucking boss. Jesus Christ. At least it's in like that stupid exploration fucking mode where they just fucking kept respawning enemies non-stop. What happened to my dash there? Buddy? Another problem with this game Right now, at the very least. These levels are too long. Hey there, Conan. How you doing? How has your day been? The actual question, though, we need to be answering is, what do I watch after I finish this? What movie do I start? I did Commando last night. What shorty do I start tonight? To power through this fucking playlist and get it over and done with. Hey, 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 living large as well. How are you doing? How has your day been? How good was Pirates yet again? Did you meet David Hyde Pierce again tonight? Or it's just the regular cast? And did they recognize you and say, what the fuck are you doing here again? Fucking stop it already. What is your fucking problem?
Assholes incoming. Clean them all up.
Also, I was saying this earlier to Jedi, but I don't think there'll be any more issues with games being super darker for y'all because I've turned off HDR. I've deactivated HDR. That is the end of the mission. All right. Party in Real starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't have that, so I don't have to worry about watching it. It has to be in the playlist. I have to own it, therefore. Please tell me I got some fucking rate of fire things. July 27th is the last day. Hurricane and the one of the daughters said, good to see you again. Oh my god, we got them. Fruitvale Station is one of those ones that, kind of like with Menace to Society, I love. It's not a movie that I jump to wanting to rewatch. It is a very specific type of mood. And even then, I don't even know if there's a mood where you're like, I want to watch Menace to Society. I want to watch Fruitvale Station. Fruitvale Station, you've not seen it yet? Yeah, you definitely have to be in the proper mood. Because it's a heavy watch. It's a hard watch, but it's an incredible movie. I feel like that was probably a movie from that year. It might have been my favorite movie of that year. And I don't believe it ended up getting the recognition it deserved award-wise, even nominations. But maybe it did. I don't remember exactly. But let's see. What's the next upgrade for that? B+. Holy shit, the base damage goes up a lot. You want to watch Blood In, Blood Out? What the fuck is that? Yeah. It'll be more than just a bit depressing, Jedi. Oh, Blood In, Blood Out. That was something that Conan recommended a while ago, isn't it? I don't remember if I tried watching that or not. Starring our replacement. It stars our favorite replacement for Senator whatever the fuck. Benjamin Bratt. At first I thought you were saying Blood In, Blood Out was the first Kugler Jordan. I was like, what? But no, yeah. I know that about Fruitvale. That was where I looked at both of them and said, hey, these fellows have something here. I wish I liked Creed more. You know what'd be nice is if in this screen, it actually told you how many points you had. So I have 46, I can see it there. But when I'm looking at it here, I know that I've spent 32 because I can count there myself, but it would be nice if someone said, here, you've currently spent 32 of your 46 points. So that means when you're looking in here, you can mess around with 14 additional points. Let me know. Oh, read out all the ones I can't use right now with my current, like what? Okay, I can see there. Never mind. I apologize, but still in this section, I would like to see it as well. But I can see it there now. half apologize. What does this do? What is this thing? What a worthless thing that is. I don't want that. What does this one do? I haven't been paying attention to my sub weapon at all. Oh, what can I develop here? Anything that's good? I never use it, but whatever. Why not? Wait. I don't. What? Oh, because it's being downgraded to a level 1. That's why the stats drop significantly. Sure, whatever. Who fucking cares? You still have the Switch 2 pre-order? Cancel that shit, man. You know you don't want it. You don't want to fucking spend that fucking money on that for fucking right now. You nuts? You won't even play it. Your kid won't play it. It's a waste. That's a lot of money to spend on something your kid might want. That's a lot of money to spend on something your kid would want even. No way in hell would my fucking... There's no way in hell I would ever get something that costs that much for a gift. Getting the Sega Nomad was the most expensive thing I ever got. And that was, again, everyone chipping in to get it for me. So I got one present that year, and it was the Sega Nomad. Was it the best thing to get? Probably not. I loved it, though. I've said this before, but for me, it's just been a case of there are so many Switch games I want to play and have wanted to play, and I've just held off because of performance issues on the base, on the Switch 1, that were never going to be alleviated with that hardware. So I've been waiting forever for either Switch Pro or what I assumed would just be Switch 2, which would end up being essentially a Switch Pro. So I'm excited to play the Kirby game and Link's Awakening and the Pokemon games and go back and try Breath of the Wild, etc. The Switch 2 is basically the Switch 1 for me. So I'm excited for it. But anywho, that is going to do it for this here stream. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you, those who are here, those who were here, anyone checking out the archive. It means a whole hell of a lot to me that y'all are willing to spend any amount of your time with me and my nonsense. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Of course, if you enjoy this here stream and haven't already given it a like, a thumbs up, please do that. It is appreciated, it helps, and it just makes me feel good. If you feel like I should never speak again and should never post videos ever again, you know, keep that to yourself. Or I'll delete your comment like the other person. Because no one needs negativity for negativity's sake. I will be back here tomorrow with more of this god-awful game, Contra Rogue Corps. Contra Rogue Corps, more like Contra Rogue Craps, because that's what I'm doing, is taking a lot of crap all over myself by playing this game. Fucking fuck. But that's going to be the thing, and I looked at how long to beat. This is a long game, apparently, so unless I finish it early, which I could, this could very well, and I may not get the Switch 2 until later. Who knows if my shipment gets delayed or something along those lines. This could be what we play up until Switch 2 and Mario Kart World. So get used to this, because it's going to be here for a while. But for now, that'll do it. Again, thank you all so very, very much. And I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their evening. Or if you're watching this after the fact, I hope a wonderful rest of the day to you. That was a weirdly structured sentence, but it's late. This game's destroyed me emotionally and mentally. So we're just going to wrap it up there with an adios. Arrivederci. Bye bye.
It's go time.